Oh, come on in, collective. Come on in, collective. Welcome to Light and Dark Divine 101 Collective. So, welcome to my channel. I am here to bring y'all messages as well here, the collective as well. So let's see what's coming in for y'all, collective. Let's see what's coming in for you guys, collective. Let's see what's coming in. I hope y'all week is going good. Bear with me because this weather is off the chain out here right now. So that's the noise that's making that noise, okay? So let's see what's coming in for y'all, collective. We have for meditation and completion, new moon in Pisces. So a lot of you guys could be meditating here. So y'all might need to meditate to get the answers that y'all need here in new moon in Pisces. Y'all could be around a Pisces for some of y'all. We have her win-win outcome and forecast, full moon in Libra. So something could be a win-win outcome and forecast, okay? If y'all meditate, okay? Got something to do with y'all meditating at this time here, collective. That's how y'all gonna get the answers y'all need, okay? Let's see what's coming in. We have her, the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So the answers y'all need are coming here, okay? And it has something to do with that here. It has something to do with a time to give rather than to take. This is new moon in Virgo. We also have her be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So it has something to do with a cardinal sign here. Someone could be giving and things like that, and somebody could be taking action, but it has something to do with you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, okay? So what it like to me is the answers you need are coming here, and it has something to do with some type of answers here, okay? Let's see what else. What's the messages here? We have here the moon here, and it says let your intuition guide you towards a reality of decisions. It has something to do with that here, with illuminations, crisis, or a dream. But something is hidden here with this moon card. It's hidden, okay? It got something to do with that here. We also have here 1010. Something near is completion. Keep working towards your goals. So something near is going to be complete here. Okay, it has something to do with y'all need to still work on y'all goals here. Okay, towards y'all goals. We have for your best friend love you. So somebody best friend here, they love them. Okay, your best friend can love y'all. Y'all could be getting together here with someone. Okay, and it has something to do with y'all getting together with someone here. It has something to do with y'all can be getting together with y'all brother here. Okay, so y'all could be getting together with y'all brother, or it has something to do with a best friend here. Okay, as well. We also have her people you are around is fake. So people who somebody around is fake here. Okay, and it has something to do with that here. Okay, and it has something to do with that as well here. Okay. Somebody could be on Instagram as well here, but it has something to do with 1010. Something, even though something is into her, Spirit wants y'all to, like y'all best friend here can love y'all, but it has something to do with somebody here y'all can be getting together here, and it's connected to y'all brother here. If it ain't y'all friend, it's y'all brother, and it has something to do with that here. It's people that y'all around can be fake here, because somebody here is hiding something here with this moon cord, and it has something to do with that here. Okay, it has something here. It definitely is. Definitely is. These are my other cards. So Spirit want to try to be aware of that. Something is hidden. That's why the answers you need are coming. Yeah, they coming here. Because whatever that somebody here was hiding here is being told. It's going to be told. What else is coming in her? It says speak without assumptions, her. So somebody who could be speaking without some type of assumptions. It has something to do with that as well, her. We have her the law of transformation of energies. It says your energies level can alter one for the better or worse. So it has something to do with energies, her. The law of transgression and energies. So somebody her can be around energies, her, and it has something to do with that, her. Speaking out with assumptions. So it has something to do with somebody her can be speaking out with assumptions, her, and it has something to do with that, her. It has something to do with the waver, her, and the ruins of symbols is used to purify. It says use this for forgiveness of washing away bad energy and feelings. This is a situation in symbols from healing addictions as well as depression, as well as depression and also addictions. So it has something to do with somebody who could be having addictions, sir, and somebody who could be having some type of assumptions, sir, but somebody who got some type of addiction, sir. That's what it has something to do with her. Collective. So somebody here is hiding something, her, and it has something to do with that, her. We have her Leo energy, her. It's connected to a Leo as well. We also have her a contract, her. It got something to do with a contract, her. Somebody could have a contract with a Leo or something like that as well, her. What's coming in, sir? What's coming in? We have her work and job, her. So this is connected to somebody work and job. Okay? Give me one more. So it has something to do with somebody work and job, her, and it has something to do with entertainment or setup, her. Something could be a setup, her, in a job or something, her, because somebody here want to emotional manipulate someone, her, and it has something to do with that by using candle magic. That's what it has something to do with her. Okay? Somebody's trying to emotional manipulate somebody here that's at work. We also have her friendly here. So somebody here can be friendly here at work or something, or just saying hi to somebody here, and it has something to do with that here. But it has something to do with somebody impressions here. Somebody here got intentions to harm somebody here, and it got something to do with somebody impressions. Somebody here is putting on the show here and smiling and all that, but it has something to do with somebody here is wearing a mask. Okay? So y'all need to be aware at y'all jobs here, collective, and it's connected to y'all jobs and job situations here. Okay, that's what it has something to do with as well, her. Just connect to y'all job situation, her. Okay, so y'all got to be aware of something, her. It has to do with peace, reflection, and spreading time to reflect within. So somebody here needs to have peace and do reflection work, her, and it has something to do with this. Connects to water energy, and it has something to do with that, her. So water energy, y'all need to reflect, and it got something to do with peace and reflect and spending time within. So some of you guys need to reflect water energy, and it has something to do with that, her, because it has something to do with growing in fulfillment and acknowledging the energies that feed you. And this is connected to fire energy. So fire energy, y'all need to acknowledge the energies that's feeding you guys as well. Okay? What's coming in? We have her let go, adapt, and flow with ease. So y'all going to have to let go of something, her. It has something to do with that, her. Okay? Fire energy. Y'all gonna have to let go of something, or y'all have let go of something, her, and it has something to do with flowing with ease. Y'all can be flowing with ease, her, because y'all have let go of something, her. Okay, because somebody here has to be open-minded here, fire signs, and it has something to do with that, her. They need to be open-minded of a situation, her, and if they not open-minded, her, it has something to do with the inner secrets that they have. Somebody here got inner secrets. And it has something to do with that, her. That's why they're not open-minded, her. Or somebody here is not open-minded. That's why you have to go within and be at peace to reflect and spend time reflecting within self, because people not open-minded here, and they keep it secrets, collective, and that's what it has something to do with her, and not open-minded her. That's why y'all gonna have to let go of a situation here and go within for some of y'all. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, okay? Somebody here playing around her. I gotta do y'all manifestation course. Let's see what's coming in for y'all manifestations. But somebody here playing around her. Playing around her. It definitely is. And it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with carefully calculating and acting and leading to the best results. So y'all need to hit y'all marker. It's connected to y'all mark. Y'all can try to hit y'all marker. But it has something to do with taking focus of action today and alignments of each step with your goals. So y'all need to be hitting y'all mark on y'all goals here, a lot of y'all, because it has something to do with y'all thoughts and the mind here. It's connected to the mind. And it has something to do with that here, affecting your desires with confidence and speak and act as if your goals is already yours. And it has something to do with that here. What is the answer you need or come in here, Spirit? We have her practical her. So somebody here needs to be practical. And it has something to do with reframing as well as challenges. Reframing of challenges, opportunities. It says training your mind to find exploring in every situation. So it has something to do with that here. Somebody need to be practical here. Or they need to have some type of perspectives. It's connected to somebody's perspectives, sir. Because somebody here is not looking at the signs here. That's why something is finna gonna come back to them with this infinity. And it has something to do with this clarity here. It got something to do with these psychics. I'm just keeping them buck. They not looking at the signs, and something is coming back to somebody here. Because it has something to do with that here. Yeah. Give me one perspective, sir. Give me one more. At y'all job, y'all need to look at y'all friends here and let go of something here, because it got something to do with empowering. So it has something to do with these empowering people here, or you could be empowering here, or collective. Y'all can be empowering, but Spirit wants y'all to have some type of perspective, sir, and it has something to do with that here, with opportunities. So Spirit wants y'all to have some type of perspectives with opportunities. And it has something to do with empowering here, because it has something to do with an open pathway here. It has something to do with an open pathway. And it has something to do with an open pathway here. And it has something to do with accomplishments as well as an open pathway. Because somebody here is a wolf. They're a wolf here. Y'all need to keep it going here, because they're a wolf. And it has something to do with that here, whoever this is. So that's why Spirit wants y'all to be practical here, man. Be practical who y'all dealing with her, because it's connected to y'all job. These people that's being friendly to y'all at y'all job her and stuff, and acting like they cool with y'all and stuff. Y'all better be practical her, because it has something to do with that her. And these empowering people need to be practical as well, because it has something to do with something gonna have to be let go of. I'm finna see what needs to be let go of her. Okay? Something gonna have to be let go of her. Somebody here playing around her. Yeah, they playing around her. It's connected to somebody here consistent on, and it got something to do with they consistent on. Somebody can be blind or something like that here, and they consistent on, but they consistent on thinking that they get some type of justice here, and it ain't working out. Definitely ain't collective. What they need to let go of? Why I say let go of her for the collective? Yeah, I told you what I tell you. Well, I tell you, they need to let go of people that's not even around, that's not even want to be with them. They around people that don't even want to be with them. Or somebody around people that don't even want to be with them. They laying in a bed with somebody that all up in their phone and don't even want nothing to do with them. And it has something to do with that, her collective. That's what it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with they blind. They blind on who they love and who love them. Because the people that don't want to be with them, they blind. They laying in the bed with somebody that don't even want them. And they blind on it. And it has something to do with that her. They need to end something her with this death cord. And it has something to do with that her. That's what they need to let go of, man. They need to let go of these people that don't care about them. They need to let them go, man. Like, real talk. What's coming in for the collective her? We got the Page of Cups her. Water energy. Y'all can be starting relationships or something like that her. And we also have her friendships her. So gonna be a missing opportunity for these friendships. Gonna be a missing opportunity here, man. What's coming in for the collective? What the collective need to know? Somebody here finna be Three of Swords in her. They finna be Three of Swords in here with this Three of Swords, man. You know why? Because it got something to do with they an illusion, sir. With this Knight of Pentacles, sir. Somebody coming in all slow. Somebody here putting up illusion. Somebody here think that they got options, sir. And it has something to do with that. Somebody here finna be fighting with this Five of Swords. Collective. I'm gonna be heartbroken, man. What else coming in? What else coming in for the collective her spirit? We have her the Eight of... I told you at work her. Somebody finna be heartbroken at work. Somebody here always using their work. It got something to do with using your work. You go to work. You go to work to make money. You don't go to work to be having love. You don't go to work to have a relationship with somebody. That's a code, especially a co-worker. They only gonna bring y'all drama, and it has something to do with that. They messing up your bread, and it has something to do with that here. Collective, because somebody here need to be holding back here with this Four of Swords here, because they don't see something coming here with this Moon cord, and it has something to do with that here, with this Page of Swords, and it has something to do with that. All playing around here, I'm gonna be heartbroken at their own job. Because it got something to do with that. It's connected to somebody who could be with their family. They go to work and they be with their family. Whatever this is with this Ten of Cups. It got something to do with these families here with this son here. It's going to be judgment. They thinking that they happy here. It's going to be judgment on these families here. They need to go within. They definitely need to go within with this Hermit card. These families here, they need to go within. Because it's judgment on them. And it has something to do with that. They need to make a judgment about their happiness her as well. Because it got something to do with they need to go within her with this Hermit cord. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. What else coming in? We have her the Ace of Pentacles. It got something to do with money here. These families can be about money, or families can be on their bread. But it got something to do with the Three of Wands here, and it got something to do with the Ace of Cups. Some could be coming in for somebody here as well. Money coming in for these families as well. But it has something to do with something else coming in. And got something to do with love. With the Chariot, Cancer energy. I heard it get started here, man. I told you that. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah. But the Wheel of Fortune came out backwards, sir. But I'll take backwards, sir. It has something to do with that, it has something to do with a Queen of Cups, sir. Somebody here want to celebrate, or a Queen of Cups. Y'all, Queen of Cups can be celebrated. But somebody here finna be the Nine of Swords about their friends. They may be in the Nine of Swords about their friends. Whoever this is. Because it got something to do with the Ten of Swords. Somebody here finna get Ten of Swords. They definitely is. And they finna get Ten of Swords about money. Because it got something to do with that her. It got something to do with the star. It got something to do with the death cord her. Something is a death cord. And it's a death cord her because it got something to do with somebody here finna carry burdens. Somebody here trying to not carry burdens, but somebody here is. And you know why they finna carry burdens, sirs? They finna carry burdens with their friends. These Queen of Cups finna carry burdens with their friends. And it has something to do with that her. And they finna be in their head with this Nine of Swords. It's real talk. Real talker. I just gotta bring the messages out, man. What it like to me is somebody here finna be three of swords at work her. Cause they thought somebody here was their friend. They thought somebody here was their friend. And it had something to do with that her. And they finna be seeing the sword in her collective because they thought it was their friend, but they also didn't let go of these messed up situation and relationships, sir. They don't give a damn about them. They didn't let them go. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with they need to be practical her. And it has something to do with these empowering people need to be practical. Because it got something to do with somebody her answers is coming. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with they need to be practical her. Because they want to sit around her. They don't see something coming with this moon cord. And what they don't see something coming is something that's finna be completed her. But somebody here could be acting like they somebody best friend her and they love them. But it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with somebody getting together. Or it has something to do with somebody brother her. Or as well. But it has something to do with somebody here is around fake somebody here is around fake people. And it has something to do with that her. That's why somebody here need to speak out loud with assumption. Somebody gonna tell somebody something with that because they think that they have some type of assumption. But it has something to do with that her. It got something to do with these energies her. Need to let go of negativity her and depression her. They need to let go of this negativity and this depression energy. That's what it has to do with. These energies is in low vibes, man. And it has to do with that her. Because it has something to do with these families here that could be about money or being in their money in their bag. But it has something to do with the Wheel of Fortune is her. They don't see something coming. Somebody here get 10 assorted. And it has something to do with that her. Because they thought that they had it in the bag by messing with messed up people that don't even care about them. They think they being friendly at work and they this and that. Yeah, it's all good. It's all real good here. But somebody here finna get served because they thought that they had it in the bag. I've been through the roller coasters. I've been through them. I seen them. And what I'm telling y'all is y'all need to go within with this hermit cord. Y'all need to go within. And what I'm telling you is going within because it got something to do with y'all need to go through a death and a rebirth. I gotta keep telling y'all this. Or y'all go get 10 of swords here with this Wheel of Fortune here. Because y'all can't stop the wheel. You can't stop the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely can't stop it. Give me one on the 3 of Swords. Told you. These 9 of Pentacles here finna be heartbroken. What I tell you. These 9 of Pentacles finna be heartbroken. And it has something to do with that here. Because you know why they finna be heartbroken? Because they want to keep giving to the devil. They want to keep giving to the devil. And it has something to do with that here. That's why they finna get towers here. And that's why it's just for them to get towers. Because it got something to do with it's judgment on them. Because it got something to do with they didn't make a judgment call. That's why somebody here finna get 10 assorted. Because they didn't want to go within and be the hermit. Yeah. Somebody here playing around her. These 9 of Pentacles. Somebody playing around. They playing around her, man. Give me one on the 8 of Pentacles. Because it got something to do with the Empress. And it has something to do with these Empresses here. That's the 9 of Pentacles here. Yeah, they finna get to the sword here. Because it got something to do with the lovers. And it has something to do with the 4 of Pentacles. They wanted to hold back with their lover. They should have been holding back from these lovers. And it has something to do with that. But it got something to do with somebody here finna be in the 5. They should have left somebody here out to the 5 of Pentacles. And it got something to do with the earth side, a King of Swords. Because it got something to do with the 10 of Cups here. And it has something to do with a family. These contracts here and a family. But they finna be fighting. These families finna be fighting her. These lovers finna be fighting. These families finna be fighting. Because it got something to do with her. And the reason why they finna be fighting her because they was indecisive her. And it has something to do with that. That's why they finna carry burdens. Because they should have had the strength. And it has something to do with that. But they didn't want to have the strength. Now you know what's going on, collective. Give me one of 10 of Cups. Has something to do with that. This was coming in real quick to these families and these empresses. This was coming in real quick to these families and these empresses. This coming to an empress her. These empresses her. Yeah, it's coming to these empresses her, man. And you know why it's coming to these empresses her? Because it got something to do with a King of Cups her. And it got something to do with the Ace of Pentacles. So I could be around a water sign her. And it got something to do with the Ace of Wands. This King of Cups. Can be about money and having a passion new beginning, but it got something to do with that her. It got something to do with the Queen of Swords her. I mean, not the Queen of Swords, but the somebody here wanted Three of Swords. Somebody here with this Ace of Wands, but it has something to do with the Tempest Angel her, and it has something to do with the Tempest Angel her all in back, and it has something to do with that her from these lovers. Yeah. So they thought they go Three of Swords, Tempest Angel for money, whoever this is. Like, somebody here crazy, man. That's why somebody here, I told you it's all messages here, man. Give me one on the Ace of Pentacles. It has something to do with the Page of Swords. Yeah. Somebody could be doing some research. Somebody need to do some research about their money, because it got something to do with the Emperor. Aries is here. It got something to do with Aries. Finna go through conflicts. Somebody trying to put Aries in competition, and it has something to do with that. But it has something to do with because it got something to do with somebody plans with this Two of Wands. That's what's right here finna get Ten of Swords. They don't see something coming here, and it has something to do with that here with this Moon core here. They do not see something coming here, and it has something to do with the past. But it has something to do with the Queen of Swords here. It got something to do with the Ace of Pentacles. It has something to do with the Queen, King of Cups. This King of Cups get to an earth sign. Yeah. Give me one on the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And it has something to do with that. I told you. The Fool. Aquarius energy as well as Aries energy here. It got something to do with some type of money. Yeah, so they want to mask her. And it has something to do with that. It got something to do with the Magician. And it has something to do with the Six of Pentacles. So somebody trying to manifest for somebody here to get them money. Or they trying to manifest a Gemini to get them money. And it has something to do with that. But it's somebody here. It's going to be a death card here. Because somebody here ain't giving nobody nothing. It got something to do with the Knight of Wands. Ain't giving nobody nothing. They got to go do it. They gonna have to go do a death and a rebirth. Because it got something to do with that. It got something to do with the King of Wands here and the Two of Cups. So it has something to do with this King of Wands. So it could be having started a relationship with somebody here. And it got something to do with the Star. This King of Wands could be messing with an Aquarius. But it has something to do with there. But it has something to do with somebody here got foresight. Whenever somebody thought they was hiding her, they could see them. Whoever this is. Yeah. I'm gonna get played here, man. I'm gonna get played here. They want all 10 of Swords. Because it got something to do with somebody here finna be moving the Corbin Waters here. Somebody trying to move the Corbin Waters here so they can't get to the sword with the Wheel of Fortune. They are. Because they have fooled her. And it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with the High Priestess here. And it has something to do with these High Priestesses here. Want to mess with the past. And it has something to do with that here. It has something to do with these higher fists here. Want to mess with their friends. These Tauruses. But yeah, what they don't understand is whatever they was manifesting her and giving to, yeah, somebody here finna get served here, man. They definitely is. They definitely is. These Nine of Pentacles finna be getting Three of Swords at their job here. These Empresses here, they finna be heartbroken here. And they got something to do with their job. Because it got something to do with that here. And it got something to do with these families here. Don't see something coming here real quick here. And it got something to do with that. These families act like they getting money in. Yeah, money coming in. But they don't see after that money come in. They don't see this. They don't see the gossip and all that and the Eight of Wands. They don't see it coming. And the reason why they don't see this coming, because it got something to do with they wanted to have a passion new beginning. Thought they was moving the Corbin Waters. But they thought that they was going to stop the wheel from turning. But they finna be Ten of Swords here. They new beginning is a Ten of Swords. Whoever this is that thought they was getting away with something because they got some money coming in. Money ain't got nothing to do with your money gonna be gone. Money comes and go. Money ain't gonna make you give you happiness. It only provide for you. And it has something to do with that here. Somebody got played, man. Somebody forget play here. Somebody forget play here, man. Somebody forget play here. Because it got something to do with ascending. Somebody here needs to ascend. Or somebody here that ascend is a hierophant. Yeah. Give me one on the Nine of Pentacles, sir. I told you it's going to be a SOS with these Nine of Pentacles. It's going to be a SOS with these Nine of Pentacles. They're going to be heartbroken here. And the reason why is because it got something to do with the Eight of Wands here. And it got something to do with somebody here. It's spiritual awakening. And it has something to do with that here. But it has something to do with thirst. These spiritual awoken people is thirsty. And it has something to do with that here with this seeking attention and all that stuff, as well as needed validation. Yeah. They should look at the signs her with this sex and good time that they thought that they had. Because it has something to do with that her. These spiritual woken people don't see it coming. And I told you this. I told you this. Give me one on this Empress. Because it got something to do with they having love affairs, or they treated these Empresses like love affairs. And it has something to do with that. That's why it's going to be SOS with these Empresses. These Empresses are going to be heartbroken. These divine feminines, sir, thought that they had pride, her, and ego. But it has something to do with they should have cut somebody off, or they should have cut this player off. But they didn't cut this player off. And it has something to do with that. But it has something to do with this player is charming the earth sign. This player is charming the earth sign her with this 8 of Wands. Yeah. Why somebody thought that they had it in a bag her. Yeah. And it was heartbroken her. Because it got something to do with this one night stand. They gonna treat them right. These families gonna find out. And it got something to do with they only treated them like a one night stand. Because it got something to do with it should have been a death call her, and they should have stayed focused. But it has something to do with these Knight of Cups her wanting to treat somebody her like a dirty little secret, and wanted to sit around her and have them a lowdown. And it has something to do with that. That's why somebody here for the ghost somebody her. And if it ghost these people, they got a safe, comfortable space her, they go ghost them. And the reason why is because it got something to do with meeting someone new her, and it has something to do with direction. I told you that. They should let go of these F boys, man. These F boys and these F girls, they should let them go, man. Whoever this is. Because it got something to do with, they should have turned their back on these one night stands. They should have turned their back on these one night stands, sir, man. They definitely should have. Because it got something to do with marriage her. And it has something to do with they act like they in a scare union her, but this hands off. Somebody heard this is somebody else's nigga or girl that they land with her. And it has something to do with that. That's why somebody heard it be bitter. Because it got something to do with that her. And this King of Pentacles her finna be bitter her, because this King of Pentacles finna be ghosted. And it has something to do with that her. Ain't got nothing to do with the King of Pentacles. It got something to do with these Queen of Pentacles her. These earth sign females. King of Pentacles are getting ghosted. Give me one on the phone. It has something to do with that her with this snack. I told you that. They wanted to snack her. They should have tucked their face. Because it got something to do with these healthy choices. They having this magnetic and attraction her and passion her. These people that make healthy choices. And it has something to do with that her. That's why they feel be bitter about a King of Pentacles, sir. Because this King of Pentacles, sir, can be in a scare union. Matter of fact. And it has something to do with that her. They think these earth signs got their back. These earth signs ain't got their back. These earth signs only want their money. And this is facts. These are facts. Yeah. Because it got something to do with, they finna be surprised, sir. Didn't I tell you that's a shocking news, sir, with this snack? They finna find out that they a snack. Because it got something to do with this. All I heard finna run and avoid something her. They wanted to run and avoid about somebody who was saying something. It was a fire sign that was telling them something and confessing something to them. But they wanted to run and avoid it. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with that charm. They getting charmed her. And it has something to do with that her. And King of Cups is charming them as well. And it has something to do with that her. Because this King of Cups is in a karmic relationship. I told you, these Maximals is playing these females, man. These karmic males is playing these females. And these Maximals is playing these females, man. They get played like a fiddle. They get played, these 9 Pentacles getting played like a fiddle, baby. And you know why they getting played like a fiddle, collector? Because it got something to do with they want to sit around. That's why they feel be heartbroken at their job. Where they working at her, like they got it in the bag, and like they was that, they wanted this somebody to the most high. Yeah, y'all they finna be heartbroken about their job her. And the reason why is because it's gonna be an SOS her, because somebody her having a love affair. on them. Wherever these empresses is getting played. And it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with these empresses getting played her. Because it got something to do with these 9 of Pentacles that's empresses is getting played her. Somebody here ain't at work. Whoever this is that said they was at work her, they not. And it has something to do with that her as well. And it has something to do with they should have walked away from somebody her. Because all they wanted was a one-night stand from them. And it has something to do with that. And it has something to do with this 8 of Wands and a Page of Swords. And it has something to do with these families here that be about their bread. But something coming real quick. It got something to do with families. That's hiding stuff too. But it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with these families that they was going to hide something here. But they should have walked away from these one-night stands here. Because somebody here is wearing a mask. And it has something to do with that here. They got to walk away from these families need to walk away from these one-night stands. Because the shocking news is they only wanted to treat them like a snack. And it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with the fool here. They passed through the beginning. They thought they was going to stop the Wheel of Fortune. But they finna get to the sword here. With the Wheel of Fortune here. Because they thought that they was stopping fate. You can't stop fate. And it has something to do with that. You want to disobey the Most High? You want to disobey what your spirit guides told you? You want to disobey your guardian angel? You want to disobey them? And act like they never exist or like they ain't telling you signs? You should look at the signs, especially if you spiritual guided. But they didn't. They thought that they had it in a bag by being under a dude or a girl that didn't give a doggone care about them. That's the facts here, collective. Now you know the message. They played the fiddle here. But they finna get played like a fiddle. How about that? They definitely is. Yeah, I gotta go in a minute. We got her. Aquarius energy, innovation here. This something gonna happen online. Something happen online. It got something to do with that here. It has something to do with electric, as well as groups, as well as edge, and also detach. Something happened online here with this innovator. Because it got something to do with flow. And it has something to do with flow here. Yeah. Told you that. What's coming in? Because it has something to do with transformation. I told you they're going to have to go through a transformation. Pluto energy. Come on through. Come on through, Pluto. They got to have a new beginning here. And the reason why these relationships going to have to go through a transformation here. And it's connected to Pisces energy. They got to go through a transformation here. Yeah, these relationships here. Because it got something to do with they in a relationships, they in mystery with Pisces energy. And it has something to do with that with communication. Oh, somebody here getting played. That's why I was telling y'all. And it has something to do with that. It got something to do with balance. They need a balance and go through a transformation. They got to look at this mirror here. You hear me? And it got something to do with that, the ego. And I told you that. But it got something to do with these friends here. Finna find a missing piece out here. And the reason why is because these alchemists is finna find out as well. Because it got something to do with that with Virgo energy, these alchemists. And it got something to do with these alchemists finna find out about second house here. They ancestors. Yeah. They finna find out about that. Because it got something to do with these ascending. These alchemists should have ascended. And if they didn't ascend, they going through something. But if the alchemists ascended, it got something to do with that. But it has something to do with they want to ascended relationships. Yeah. That's what these alchemists wanted to ascend. When they should have did that. These alchemists know they supposed to told everybody online, everybody that they dealing with, when they was winning all their coins out and everything, they supposed to help these people and let them know that they got to go through a transformation. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do what the divine told them to do. That's why they get towels, sir, with this SOS. Because it got something to do with their route. It's connected to their route. They should have been balanced on their route. And it has something to do with that here. Because it has something to do with flow. It has something to do with being the sun and flow. They would have been in flow and they would have been happy. And it has something to do with that. But it got something to do with they wanted to be happy and flow with lovers. With lovers. Leo energy. Yeah, right here. And it has something to do with that here. These healers finna be crying. Yeah, these healers. And it has something to do with that. Like I gotta keep telling you, because it has something to do with their communication. These healers' communication in third house. It has something to do with that. It should have been practical. Yeah. And what that should have been practical is the butterfly her. And it has something to do with transformation. Connected to transformation her. It got something to do with ninth house. Yeah. But they thought that they had options. Yeah. You keep thinking that. Y'all figure they figure playing, they gotta go through a transformation her. It definitely is. It has something to do with that. They should have been brave. I told you that. With this braver, they should have been brave. Because it got something to do with your bravery. And it has something to do with that. And it has something to do with decisions and time. The Most High, they got guardian angels, they was testing her. And they was all the guardian angels and all them was already testing them. The elders was even testing them. They was in a test. And they failed the test. By thinking that they can heal relationships. Like relationships gonna get them what they need. Nah. Give me one of this transformation here. Hold you. What I tell you. These lovers here gonna have to go through a transformation here. They supposed to told these lovers that they gotta go through a transformation. That's what it has something to do with her. Yeah, that's why these healers finna get us off. Yeah. They knew what was up, man. They probably told them this. And it got something to do with that her. But they did it. And it has something to do with that. And it has something to do with relaxing her. And it has something to do with radiant being. Yup. They thought they gonna relax with lovers her and be radiant being her with this foundation. And it has something to do with that her. Give me one on this. And it has something to do with chakra boosting. It got something to do with that her. But it has something to do with chakra boosting her. And it has something to do with their chakras is boosted with their lover. And it has something to do with that her. But if they would have never done that, they would have been balanced her. They opposite towards a lover. They lover never went through a transformation her either. And it has something to do with that. They opposite towards them. They wasn't boosting their chakras, but they didn't want to boost their chakras. And they lover never went through a transformation. And it has something to do with that. They want to go on vacation with this mental mastery. And it has something to do with that by the power of play. Yeah, you can be told. They thought somebody let somebody go her, and they never did. That's what they all did. I told you that. They never let go of somebody her. That's all to do with ordinary and endings. Control your play, not the game. They supposed to be controlling the play, not the game. And it has something to do with that her, with their route. And 6th house her. And it has something to do with that her collective. Because it got something to do with self-display, connecting and exploring networks, as well as walking along and seeing a new. But they wanted to explore and networks her, and they never walked alone. And it has something to do with that her by thinking outside the box. They should have think outside the box her, but they never did. Collective, they never did. I'm gone. They never did, man. They played they self her. Whoever this is, played they self. They want to sit around her, and they knew they had to go through a transformation. Lovers has to go through a transformation. Relationships in 7th house got to go through transformation. And it has something to do with that her. That was in Leo that wasn't Leo that was in Scorpio season. But it was in Scorpio season that they supposed to be doing this. This was last year. But they never did. And they knew this. And they want to go back to their lover. And it has something to do with that here. I told you, I study a lot. And it has I write it down and everything. I write down in a notebook all the time. And it has something to do with, that's how I know. And it has something to do with chakras. And it has something to do with they supposed to be boosting their chakras up because it got something to do with they opposite towards them. If they never went through a transformation, they gonna be opposite towards them. And it has something to do with their hair. And it has something to do with their route. It's their route. They should have been looking at their route. And how the people that they around, they need to look at their route. It's 6th house her. And it has something to do with their hair. But they never did. Told you they didn't do what the universe told them. They did not do what the universe, I'm going to show you to you. They did not do what the universe told them. This is connected to the universe. And it has something to do with their hair. They should have turned their back on this person. And it has something to do with it, but they finna be sad. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that? The angels was watching them. And it has something to do with their hair. Go ahead and play around her. Their family did. I told you. Angels of positiveness. I told you. I told you. But the angels gonna take them out to the darkness here. I told you. It got something to do with their career. Y'all see that career here? Yeah. This connects to my career. It has something to do with their hair. And they think that they're gonna be happy in their career with this power. That's what they thought. But it has something to do with their hair. But these people finna learn something here. They finna learn. They definitely is. Because they was in a dream. Take care. Bye, collective.